All right. So you guys have been waiting. You guys shall receive. Let me clear my throat. Was post patch, like, is post patch better or was pre patch better? I'm just gonna spoil it. You guys already heard it. Who's in here? I believe post patch is better, but I think it feels much worse, and we'll get right into that. Got my points at work. This is like literally me doing a video but on stream. Got my points at work. So let's see. We're gonna go over pre-patch issues. Now I'm gonna do a little quick plug. If you guys haven't seen my very first Sparking Zero video, I went over all the fucking issues that were in the game that were pissing me off, and that's how I got this list pretty quickly. I was like, hold on, I made a video on this shit already. So nigga, shout out to me. I got that shit unlocked. So let's get into it. If y'all don't remember, nigga, I didn't know this was not a fucking thing. Oh well. Let me load up. After image, 15 seconds, no counter to it, because now you can do after image strike and you can only do it for 10 seconds, and someone perceptions it, it automatically turns the timer off. After image is kind of mid. Now that was the first pre-patch issue. The second one was the sparking key spam. If y'all niggas don't remember, niggas would lock you down with like Broly or some shit, or Team Gohan or whatever, and you would just be stuck there, nigga, deflecting, and it was chopped. Like your niggas getting 2 health bars just automatically taken off of. So that was another issue with pre-patch. That shit was trash. Let me see what y'all saying. You said we use some sound effects later? Of course I will. I'll use a little bit, but I'm trying to get used to it. This is all new to me. So the combo loop off the Zebra's dash, that's probably like the main reason it got nerfed. That, and it was like no skill neutral. You can't lie, it was it was pretty much no skill neutral, because niggas would just Zebra's dash over and over again. So I see why they nerfed it. It's just they need to make other changes so it's not such a defensive meta. So that was like low-key an issue, especially with the androids, because them niggas would loop you, niggas gaining their key back like a motherfucker. So that was another one. The Vanish Wars was also a big issue. Everyone was complaining about it. They were saying it was boring and shit like that. So they fixed that with post patch. Obviously they cost way more. It costs like half a bar, which makes them more important to do. You know what I mean? Like they're that's kind of backwards, but y'all know what I mean. It's a better change, because it was boring just seeing the super counters over and over. I think a super counter is what I was trying to get at, is more useful off one of them. Like you don't have to do back to back to actually get some value. There we go, because you can see clips of niggas doing 9 super counters back to back, and people are actually still at a key advantage just vanishing off the super counter. So it's definitely more of a skill gap thing now, but we'll get into that post patch. I was about to spoil. Look, hold on. I put that I wanted to go to 049 fucking meta video, my first one, but I'm not gonna go watch it real quick. It's basically, I was talking about niggas playing defensive and like bitch, and it's low-key predicting the meta now on how they fucking ruined the game with the Zebra stash. Kind of ruined it. Like I think it's a good change, but it's not a good change because of, like I said, they didn't nerf anything else that was like gonna, you know, like perception, like balance shit out. Like, okay, we're gonna nerf a little bit of perception. They did add the dragon dash thing, but people aren't using that much. I always shout out niggas I watch. Shout out Neo God Goku. You guys, if you guys were watching Sparking before it came out, you probably watched some of this nigga's shit, his discussion videos and stuff. He's back, and he uploaded a video on how to use that dash pretty decently, so you should check that shit out. The next one was unblockable supers and beams. They were too fast pre-patch. If you guys remember, I don't know, I'm not looking at the gameplay, but maybe you'll see a beam. I'm playing a Broly right now. The nigga would do a snap beam, bro. Look at this shit. Even that is probably slower pre-patch. I guess I'm watching my stream playback, but y'all seen that beam? Like that show is probably slower, and the unblockable is even way slower. So that's another one. Another one we've got, which took them forever to fix pre-patch, was rage quitting. I'm gonna just make that quick. Rage quitting is now penalized. So yeah, good job on them. Good job on them for them rage quitting penalizations, you know what I mean? And we're almost done. we're at 2 big points right now that I didn't even mention that should be first because I don't make the. Give me a second. Being a fiend. Boy, I would have changed the music too. I'm not gonna lie. Put on one of the best soundtracks for video game music. So I already mentioned it, but it is a big point. I've actually connected it, but we're gonna mention it again. The fact that you can deflect while moving. Look, I'm stuck right there. Before, you guys probably just saw it. I was stuck deflecting. The fact you can move changes the game, and he's playing a nigga where they just lock you. You see that. Now let's get into the other point. Androids and giants. We can make this quick, but that's like almost a distant memory. I can't lie. It really is almost like a distant memory. They really did just snap them niggas out the game like Thanos. Like, they really did their job on that shit. You don't see androids like that spamming up and down and doing lame ass shit. And giants are still annoying, but they are actually way easier to deal with. So that is all the cheese that I wrote down pre-patch. That's a lot of cheese. Now post-patch, let's see if I'm missing anything, but I've got post-patch. It seems like we're almost at a split, but let's see if we can sway the crowd, whoever joins in or whatever. We're talking about post-patch now. I started this with I miss pre-patch, so I was the pre-patch lover until I wrote my notes down. So 2 burst, what's it called? I can't read my handwriting. Part 9 enabled more aggressive play. I do miss that. I guess this is, we'll see how this goes. I do miss that, but there's more creative neutral. You can't lie. I've already went over that point at the beginning, but post patch, you can't lie. Neutral is more creative when niggas aren't spamming. That is a big part. Niggas be spamming key blast, but if you use the mechanic that they gave, like, you can actually get around it. I was trying it. It is hard, but you can, again, shout out Neo God Goku. You can dash with the dragon dash or whatever. You can't move in any direction or you won't get it. And then you can press X to get the other dash out of it and move any way you want and do like a move. I'll show you, or watch the video too, but I'll show you after this little fucking discussion. So no vanish war bug. Damn, I didn't write my notes right, but this is why I missed the patch or the pre-patch still, and then we're gonna get to why post-patch is better. Another reason I miss oh, I guess look at my highlights. I love this being on a live. Fucking the pre-patch stuff I said is why I like post-patch. There we go, we're looping it in. All that shit they fixed is why post-patch is better. And then this is me complaining, but my list is low-key short. I gotta loop it in because I'm like all over the place. So the things that do suck are the 2 burst dash, because it did enable more aggressive play, but the people who are as good at being aggressive are going to shine, meaning there's a bigger skill gap, meaning you're not going to get carried by Z burst dash. I was getting carried by Z burst dash. If you look at me post patch, nigga, I instantly dropped to like S3 or 4. Like, I was getting shredded. Like, it really makes you play the game more in a sense, even though you have to deal with bullshit. The connection did feel better. That is a big issue. That shit is hella annoying. The connection shit, they said they fixed it twice and they really didn't. The niggas fucked it up, I'm not gonna lie. And that's where I got into the no vanish war bug on the second hit. I know everyone has experienced that. I'm gonna change the song. I know people have experienced it. Nigga, you're trying to vanish war, you get to the second one, you just see me go through it. If you just seen the start of the stream, nigga, I can't vanish. Some of it isn't lag, it just seems like a bug in the game, so I'm gonna attribute it to a bug. So another thing I have written down that sucks about this patch, but at the same time is a Z skill gap, is Wild Sense is more potent, but it's still like really easy to deal with. I'm not gonna lie, Wild Sense isn't that hard to deal with. My case, which I probably didn't make in the UI Goku video, but Wild Sense is OP on him. Like, that's the only way it's like really that OP. Other than that, you can actually get around it. Against a Gogeta, he's mashing, he has a nigga, he's not gonna have auto dodge. You can just vanish behind him or bait him, hit him with the key blast if he's perceptioning, and then hit him once and vanish. Like, there's a lot of ways to actually deal with Wild Sense. So that's an issue right now, but in a sense, if they never patched it, nigga, I feel like that's fine, because it's like low-key a skill issue in my opinion, sorry to say. Super counters happen less during combos pre-patch, and I don't know how y'all feel about that. I don't like how much super countering feels easy during rush chains. I feel like they should tone it down a little bit. Other than that, it feels good, especially during the actual Vanish Wars, but it's really like off. Like if you see me play Vegeta Blue, nigga, I get super countered all the fucking time, and then some games I don't get super countered. If I'm not getting super countered when I'm trying to do delayed hits, delayed charge hits, nigga, they're getting vanished. If I'm trying to do sweeps or uppercuts, they're getting vanished. So it's like I can't win sometimes, and sometimes I can win with the super counters on the rush chains, and I feel like it's weird, and they need to give us more information about them. Little side rant. So I would say I still would go a pre-patch when it comes to super counters, because I feel like they happen a little less. And that's what I was also gonna say. I don't know if the community just got better. Let me change the song. I don't know if the community just got way better, or they actually toned it up more or down, whatever. Or I think it's a mix of both, because I'm pretty sure they said, no, they said they toned it down and then it feels like more come out. So I don't know. Maybe they fucked up their numbers. Maybe the community just got way better. I guess we'll have to see. They're probably not going to give us information, but we'll see. We'll see. The next thing I've got is right now, sparking mode. This is like another rant about, this is way more of a rant about now than pre-patch, but sparking is way more broken because key is way more important. So of course it costs 4, but with aggression being punished, getting 4 skill stocks is easy, and punishing someone who's far away trying to spark is very hard. A lot of the times I'll be mid-range and the nigga gets the spark off of me, even if I throw a ki blast, because I'm like, I don't know what he's gonna do. Especially if it's like a hit, a Gogeta, or a UI Goku, or someone with the teleport. I think those are the only 3. It's really scary if a nigga's just baiting with the sparking mode, and then you like throw a ki blast to stop his sparking mode, and then you're deflecting, and then all of a sudden the nigga does a teleport super in your face. Like that shit is low key toxic. Can't lie. No offense, Mika. That shit low key be toxic sometimes. I think they need to do something about that with how people play with sparking. If you couldn't get to sparking so easily, yeah, sure, but with how you can get to sparking mode, nah. So I don't know if y'all agree with me on that. I'm pretty sure most people do. Sparking mode seems more potent even with the nerfs they gave to it, just because of how the playstyle has changed. And my last point I put for what's annoying right now is full power is kind of annoying. You guys saw me going against a Vegito spamming it, but with all those points, would you guys want that or pre-patch where you have Broly spamming unblockables that you can't vanish or dodge because they're too fast? Niggas doing super, or not super counter, Vanish Wars forever. Fucking the bugs. I didn't even mention the bugs. The bugs were worse. They got rid of what's it called? The DP health glitch, kinda. But y'all remember the perk popping monster Yajirobe? That nigga was going crazy. So there was just so much shit. Androids, giants, all that shit was trash compared to what's going on now. I'd rather take this meta of just UI Gokus and Gogetas without the other cheese going on, because you would see Dr. Wheelos and single. Shit was pretty wild. That's gonna be the end of that discussion. We're gonna get onto some gameplay. It's gonna be the little clip for you.